there for Porcel. He is upset, so things have gone from bad to worse for Monster pushing Kawasaki, but you hear the Hill people.
Well,
loving it.
Barsha is on fire right now, and just, I mean, he still has his teammates behind him who, Kennard, Morton, and Tomac have been really fast all day long. All of those riders up to the top 5 are running a 2:12 or below. Rattray in 6th, and everybody past that are 2:14 and above.
Hey, watch for Tomac. The last 2 laps around, he has laid the fastest 2 laps of the moto down. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Geico Power Sports Honda. This guy, though, has got to be seeing red, not just because there's 4 Hondas in front of him.
Take you up to Tomac.
No, it's Rattray still behind Wilson. Yeah, you got it. Now, I'm going to say, as far as the emotions here for Wilson, how hard is it to gather yourself up after something like that? Not like he's hurt or the bike's fine and all that, but attitude-wise, that'll adjust it real quick.
He was definitely being pressured by Barsha, but if you know Dean Wilson, I mean, the kid's he's pretty footloose. He's a pretty fun guy. Definitely is enjoying what he's doing. He loves to win, loves to ride these races and all that. So he's not going to be happy with it. Let's put it down.
Right. How hard is it to recover and just get back into the race and focus on racing and not be thinking of, I just want to take Barsha out right now?
Well, it'd be much easier if you didn't have this crazy South African here, Tyler Rattray, who's just a machine when it comes to these parts of the motos, especially rough track, recovering from riders like Barsha and these young guys that start to race so fast. Rattray, his starts have been a big problem.
Now, you're saying that Trey Kennard wants to make up maximum points on Christophe Porcel, but that's not going to be easy with Barsha running this strong and this inspired by the fans, and they don't start putting out team orders this early in the season.
No, but last lap around, Barsha was a 2:12 flat, Kennard a 2:13 flat, Morton, who sets in 3rd, is a 2:13.1, and Tomac a 2:12.2. So I'm telling you, Geico Power Sports Factory Connection Honda team, this team has now, in this second part of this championship, has really came alive, and they've won the races. All of a sudden, it's their team that's dominating as opposed to Pro Circuit, who earlier in the championship, it seemed like they couldn't lose.
This has been the chase for this squad for so long. There's no doubt that Mitch Payton's Pro Circuit Monster team has been the gold standard of the likes, or 2Z. 4 Hondas in front of him. This is shades of the performance the Pro Circuit team put in at the finale of Supercross in Las Vegas when they went 1, 2, 3, 4. Now they are on the outside looking in at a 1, 2, 3, 4 sweep.
So we're looking here for our buddy James Dakotas, out of the Northeast. There he is.
Yeah, he's got to have some people pulling for him. This will be his first visit here on the pro track, but he is from Massachusetts, so I'm sure got some people that made the trek up here. And
it's a nice time for him to get hot, to get things focused, because next event after this would be at Southwick, Massachusetts.
What was that line? What was that?
And look at Jimmy just raised his hand like, are you kidding me?
That was just blatantly to the inside of the markers, and Dakota's going crazy now.
Yeah, that was, he's certainly going to get penalized for that. I will definitely wear the AMA hat on this one.
So he picked the wrong time to make that pass. We've had him on camera for about 30 seconds in this moto, and it was the one corner where he went inside the markers. Sorry, bud.
He just made a choice and was like, I can't make this turn. I'm just going to take my penalty.
Well, just as soon as Barsha was laying down the 2:12 flats, pulling away.
He was calculated, very efficient with his injury. And we've got a little under 7 minutes plus 2 laps to go. Okay, so this is where now at the end of the moto, if you have managed your energy properly and your muscles feel good, you've got your breathing and everything under control, mental smooth right there. And notice both those riders choose to go to the right of the markers there where the track is, as opposed to that hot line that Izzy had.
Big sky shot jump here. Now they used to just go straight flat out up the hill, but now we have a little kink thrown in here. It'll slow the riders down and they pick the pace back up and then get to the uphill. You gotta find ways to slow these bikes down through the years. They're so much faster than they used to be back in the Roger Coster days.
You think?
I think so.
A 500cc?
Well, maybe not horsepower-wise, but they put the power to the ground.
I tell you what, those 500s and all that they had to ride back in the 70s, they were fun.
How about the chassis setup? Here's Kennard. He has come all the way up to the rear fender now of Barsha. So we'll get the lap times in just a moment when they cross the finish line and see, is it really Kennard picking it up, or is it Barsha Yeah, Trey is coming. That's what Schneike puts in the pit board, you think? And then a few more mistakes from Marcia. That just probably makes it that much easier on Kennard. Not only is he gaining, but he's seeing the rider in front of him making errors.
Well, that is the story, too. As a rider, when you see somebody in front of you with, missing their line, feet off the pegs, you think that, okay, I got this guy. Problem is that with Barsha, could be a good lap with him,
And he is all over Barsha now. Here we go. And just eating that roost. Both riders running the chest protectors, the hand guards. You got to have it on this track. Oh, my mistake, actually. Kennard's not running him. He probably wishes he was, though. Here we go. To the inside. Now, Kennard's not going to be able to jump from here, is he?
Outside's faster.
Can't jump it.
Way faster.
Yeah, didn't work.
But he had to. He couldn't stay in that one line. I'm sure that there's one good main line through there, and if you get off of that, it's probably really soft coming up those. But Barsha knows he's there. Kennard pulls another tear off, is going after. Now, let's see how strategic he can be, and if he could use some of these lappers to his advantage.
This is going to be tough. That lap left in his moto. Barsha makes a mistake. Kennard tried to hug the inside. He made a mistake of his own. Barsha's going to hold him off.
Well, Kennard, in his defense, if it had been somebody else besides his teammate, he probably would have taken it wide right there. But now he's got the inside line, which I believe is going to get the job done this time.
Wow, he has been rounding those corners off so brilliantly through there. Barsha doesn't care. He just hammers it and holds him off.
What? I was wrong? How can this be?
Yeah, this track is really tricky if he can trick Jeff Evans.
Look at this line.
Not for long, though. There it is, Kennard to the inside. Barsha's really going to have to hustle. Too late, couldn't get back to the inside. And Trey Kennard, is all falling in his hands. Here comes Barsha back again. Barsha got him back. Woo! Side by side into gravity cavity. I'm surprised. I didn't think Barsha would be able to make that happen.
Oh, Kennard, he's like, oh, are you kidding me? I just want to get out and ride a nice, smooth race. I'm going for the 25 points here towards the championship. And, of course, the Frog here, that's what his family, everybody calls him, Barsha. And,
a mistake by both. And Kennard had a pass lined up, but he got blocked by a last rider. That's going to allow Barsha to survive again. They almost land on each other. This is getting crazy. And the fans are loving it.
There's the mistake. Kennard takes it over. Barsha just got a little bit too far to the inside, got a foot off, but he's not going to let off. He is driven here. These are all the hometown fans.
We got to get a helmet cam, a GoPro, a hero cam on Zimmer there. KTM, who watched about 5 different mistakes exchanged, and after all that, they are still side by side. Fans are got to be loving this, not just because it's the New Yorker, Barsha going for the lead. No matter who it is, you got racing like this. Got to get to the fences and cheer. Here we go, Barsha! He tried to step out of that rut. What happened there?
And he actually, the left side panel there, the number plate on the left side of the bike was already kind of, see how that was already coming off. Might have gotten broken off and the bolt come out or something. That's what I was going to say. And then he goes and falls down. And let's watch the replay here as he's coming up the right-hand side. Watch how unstable he is. He's all over the place right now. And as he's coming into this line right here, watch it just start. The bike's kind of jumping around and gets the front wheel over the rut. It was just, the mistake was right back there. Instead of placing that front wheel right in line. And really, this is a difference, Jason, of about 3 inches can make or break. Being in the line.
Closed up this quickly. Is Kennard, though he's there? Is Kennard struggling with something? I mean, it's almost like Kennard's holding up the 21 at this point.
Well, the difference was last lap around, Kennard was a 2:16 flat and Wharton was a 2:14, so he was 2 seconds a lap faster the last time around.
A half a lap ago, Wharton wasn't even in the picture. I wasn't even sure if he had managed to get past Barsha or not. Now, he is right there. It'll be interesting to see what the situation is for Kennard. Maybe he just figured once he had cleared Barsha, there wasn't anyone else to worry about, and now he's got to wick it back up. I don't know.
I tell you, all the talk has been about Trey Kennard lately winning these races, but quietly, Wharton has each and every moto gotten better and more consistent and stronger. Now we're seeing, once again, now he's moved up into a position where he's battling for the lead.
Now, he's been good. Last year was his rookie year. He's been good this year in his sophomore season, but he has yet to win a overall outdoors. But he's in a great position for today, second right now, and there's still time to maybe work on his teammate Kennard and get it. There's Brent Presnell, the mechanic for Kennard, saying you got to get going. There's more teammates to race with.
And see these three riders here that are in both, three riders in two lines, not really allowing, see now Canard goes through a middle line, which really isn't the preferred line. Yeah. And that's really holding up his lap time. Now we'll see lap
ground that he lost at the cone. And Alex Martin and a couple of other lap riders. What is the story here? Is it just Wharton on fire? Is something wrong with Canard? I don't know.
Wharton is totally on fire right now, and he's going to make his teammate Trey Canard, if he wants those 25 points to make up on the points leader, you know, he's going to have to work for it because Wharton is not, he's going for it. He wants the 25 points himself.
Yeah, well, he's not won a moto ever really in his pro career. He's won a Supercross. Oh, they almost come together. Remember, this early in the season, maybe the last round or two, you might say, hey, give your teammate the points. That's not going to happen here with 4 races left. It's man against man right now.
Wow, look at how he just hopped the rear wheel in there. Wharton is really flowing on a track that is difficult to find the flow. It can reach up and bite you, but right now, Wharton, he is on fire.
This has been a great 250 first moto. Christophe Pourcel was the early leader. He has crashed out. Then Dean Wilson was in the lead. He got bumped and knocked down by Justin Barsha. Then Barsha got passed by Canard. Barsha went down. Now Wharton is pressuring Canard down the stretch.
And look at the lines. Did you see Wharton go through those S-turns and just carve that Honda on the insides? That was awesome what he did right there. And look how he's zigzagging all around trying to find some smooth lines. This race is not over, and if Trey Canard wants that 25 points here for the win, he's going to have to battle his teammate all the way because Wharton is flying right now.
Yeah, you're right, Jeff. It seems like Wharton can go anywhere he wants and maintain that speed. He can work him inside, outside, cut across. This could be the tricky section and the big jump. But who's going to go outside and inside? And will Canard, he goes outside. Will he jump it? He does not.
And remember, Wharton, he was fast here last year, but had that big crash where he went over the bars in Moto 2, ended up with an injury. So still not worried, not thinking about that. He's saying that I love this track, and I'm fast here, and I'm going to prove it to everyone.
He might just be able to get around the man who has won the last 3 overalls. A mistake by Canard.
It's going to come down to the wall and see how these riders get into that area because Wharton has been able to hug the inside line at the bottom. He's trying everything he can, but maybe a little too much.
He's hugging it. Oh. Here we go. Who's going to come out first? Side by side, and Wharton shied away. He didn't want to take his teammate down. That could be the difference.
Okay, now Wharton's going to the inside here, and this left-hander also. Canard on the outside.
Wharton all the way to the inside. And they're foot peg to foot peg.
It's going to be a drag race here. Wharton has been quick around this section too. He cuts back to the inside. One lapper.
Oh, and I think that's going to ultimately ruin the drive that Wharton could have had in that corner. There was a slower rider. Now they're underneath that brand new pedestrian bridge. Checkered flag coming out. Wharton had a plan on the inside. He wasn't able to execute it. And Trey Canard, in one of the greatest races you'll ever see, wins the first moto at Unadilla. That was a thriller at Unadilla. How about the battler here? This guy just kept digging, but Dean Wilson is getting up 6th. And as they say, Jeff, that's one of the rides that you won't notice in the box score. It looks like a 6th place, but he went through a lot in this one.
He certainly did. They're trying to manage the lead here, which seemed like having the lead and not making a mistake was a really tough thing to do on this track because the pressure from Canard, Wharton, Barsha, Tomac, Rattray. Now, and then finally, here comes Dean Wilson. The agony of defeat here. He is not going to be happy whatsoever with that 6th place.
Maybe between motos, we'll go hang out at the Pro Circuit truck. I'm sure that's going to be a good party atmosphere over there. It's been going great for that team so far today, man. Well, you're right. The momentum is square
all the way through the finish. Barsha, once again, another fantastic ride. Another teammate to 38 to Trey Canard. Look at all the dirt on his face.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, mixed in with that dirt is rocks at times, so they were getting pegged. Yeah, nothing to be ashamed of. He finishes 4th to complete the team sweep. Rattray was 5th. Wilson, Izzy, Lemoyne, Seeley, and Davalos rounded out the top 10. But it's so interesting how this game works. Trey Canard's always worked hard. He's always tried hard. Now it seems like everything's going his way. No matter how he starts, he ends up in the same position.
Hard work pays off, and that puts your top 4 as all the Geico guys, and you got Some foreign riders there with Rattler and Wilson coming in to 10th, and then Davalos down to or in 10th
of this course. He probably wishes we had like a 15.
Do something that